listen carefully and watch my hand gestures to understand new words in English. Today, I want to introduce myself to you. I am Tiana. My full name is Tiana Ortiz. My first name is Tiana. And my last name is Ortiz. I am 21 years old. Actually, I will be 22 years old next week. My birthday is November 22nd. So, I will be turning 22 on November 22nd. On November 22nd, I will be turning 22 years old. And in the United States, that is called your golden birthday. For example, if you were born on January 4th and you turn 4 years old, then that's your golden birthday. Tell me, when is your golden birthday? Did your golden birthday already pass or not yet? I am from the United States, Nebraska. I was born in Nebraska, USA. I grew up in Nebraska, USA. My mom is from the United States. My dad is from Mexico. That's why I look kind of mixed, like a cappuccino. When I was 8 years old, my dad was deported back to Mexico. So we all moved to Mexico to live. It was a big change. Everything changed. But Mexico has beautiful people, and I have a beautiful family. And you? Where are you from? Where did you grow up? I studied elementary school, middle school, and high school in Mexico. But I did not study at university? Did you study at university? What did you study? After high school, I began to work to make money. I worked as an English teacher online. That was my job. I work at my job. I worked as an English teacher. I worked at Craving English, Preply, Open English, and OutSchool. I had so many jobs. I love working as an English teacher. It is a really fun job. I talk to interesting people. I help them learn and understand English, and they practice English with me. I love teaching. What is your job? What do you do for work? Remember, job is a noun. Work is a verb. I speak English and Spanish. I am learning Chinese. I love Chinese. What language do you speak? I like to walk around the city and listen to music in my headphones and look at little shops. I love little markets or shops. It's my favorite activity to do. I also love traveling and I love learning. What do you like to do? My favorite food is Japanese food. I love fish, and Japanese food has fish in almost every dish. Take your time answering each question and shadowing each answer with me. Ask me any questions in the comments. I promise I will answer them all. I will be going live November 23rd. We can practice English together live on YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. I will be speaking slowly and answering any questions you might have about the story. So join me November 23rd at 2 p.m. or 14 hours UTC. see you there. Make sure to like this video so more people can practice English. Hello. Welcome back to my Slow English podcast. This podcast is for intermediate listeners. Today, I want to talk to you about my weekend, about what I did over the weekend. This Friday, I went with my good friend, Emmy. Emmy lives in Mexico City. I arrived around 6 o'clock. I arrived near the city center. We met up and we walked all around the city, talking to strangers, trying new bars, trying new restaurants. We sang and we danced and we laughed a lot. Around 5 a.m., we ordered an Uber back home. We got a few hours of sleep, and in the afternoon, we woke up and ate Chinese food. We went to the mall to eat Chinese food. I absolutely love Chinese food. I could eat it every day. Then we decided to head to the tianguis and buy some clothes from the paca. The paca is where they sell lots and lots of cheap clothing. 20 pesos, 50 pesos. I got a few things for my Brazil trip. Then we went home and started getting ready for our next outing. We put on some music and we chose our outfits and our makeup. We listened to music and ate a cup of ramen noodles for lunch. Then we took the metro to the center of town and met up with some friends. We went to a karaoke bar and sang. We sang Nunca es suficiente, Igual que un ángel, Perfecta de Miranda, and Rehab by Amy Winehouse. After, we head to a bar and danced all night long. It was a very fun weekend. I feel full of confidence after a beautiful weekend with my friend Emmy. He and I always have the most fun days ever. What did you do over the weekend? Did you try anything new or see something new? Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast, a podcast for English learners to practice listening. Today, I will talk to you about languages. Languages are very interesting to me. I think languages connect people from all around the world. Languages take time and patience, but the feeling when you finally learn a new language is wonderful. The feeling of understanding one sentence or even understanding one word feels so good. Every language is so different. Every language has its own special identity. Different tones, different pronunciation, I personally love learning new languages. I love teaching students new words, new phrases, new idioms, so they can eventually use them themselves. What language, apart from English, do you want to learn? If you could download any language into your brain, would you do it? Or do you enjoy the process of learning? Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk about working from home. Working from home means that you work in your house. You do not go to an office. You sit at your desk and you use your computer. Many people like working from home. Why? Why do you think? I think it's because you can wear pajamas all day long. Because there is no traffic. And because you can stay at home with your dog or your cat or your children. But sometimes working from home is not easy. Sometimes I feel lonely. Do you work from home? Do you like it? What are the pros and cons of working from home? Follow me on YouTube and Spotify for more slow English. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today is an advanced English listening practice, and I will continue to talk about my sickness. I feel like I am congested and I have a terrible cough. But I think it's because last week I was doing things every single day. I swear I took around 40,000 steps every single day just from exploring Rio. And I remember checking my steps every day. So I think I pushed my body a little bit too far. A little over the edge. And now I'm paying the price. I've been feeling super congested. Like every time I blow my nose, I don't know how, it never stops. It's like there's an unlimited supply in my nose, always. And I don't know where it's coming from at this point. Also, with my terrible cough, it's one of those tickles in my throat where it doesn't go away. I hate coughing. On Monday, I had a sore throat, but I don't have a sore throat anymore. And I have to say, this sickness isn't that bad. Comparing it to other times I have been sick, one time I had salmonella
and I literally didn't move from my bed for 2 whole weeks. Any movement or nudge would make me spin and feel dizzy and make me throw up. Every food I ate made me feel nauseous. I lost so much weight during that week. What's the worst sickness you've ever had? What was it like, and why was it the worst?
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about my trip so far in Puerto Escondido. I got here last week around 8 p.m. My flight landed at the airport and we all disembarked the plane. I ordered a taxi and I arrived at my hostel. I talked with some other guests and volunteers. I ate a little bit of fruit and I went to sleep. The next morning, I went for a little walk to get some vegetables and fruits for my breakfast. And after my first shift, I walked to the night market that night and I bought a hat. A new hat with all the rims to cover me from the sun. The sun in Puerto Escondido is really intense. And if you don't wear sunscreen or a hat, you can get sunburnt. A sunburn is all red around here. Have you ever gotten a sunburn on your face, shoulders, skin in general? If so, how often do you get sunburns? If you don't get a sunburn, do you just get tan without getting red? After walking around the night market, I finally felt a little bit hungry. So we walked to Boneyard, a place where people skate. And you can also eat pizzas. So I ordered a pizza. I watched people skate. And I talked with a couple new friends. It was a very fun night. Then I arrived at my hostel around 2 a.m. and I finally went to sleep. What did you do this weekend?
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Have you ever said something in English and someone didn't understand you? Maybe you were nervous, or maybe your pronunciation was just a little bit off. That used to happen to me all the time in Spanish. I would say a word and the other person would look confused. It was frustrating. That's why
I love Lingo Panda. Lingo Panda helps you speak clearly with real-time feedback. You speak, and the app tells you exactly which word was incorrect and how to fix it. You can practice short conversations and get instant corrections and feel more confident every time you speak. If you're learning English and you want to sound more natural, Lingo Panda is for you. Check out the link in my bio. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to tell you about the trip that I'm planning to go to Thailand again. I went to Thailand about 2 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I loved the food, I loved the people, I loved the nature, the buildings from Bangkok, big cities, to Koh Tao, small remote islands. And ever since I went 2 years ago, I have been wanting to go again. So I booked my flight on October 13th, and I will be flying to Bangkok City. I can't wait to show you guys everything that I see there. I won't just be visiting Thailand, though. I will also visit China, Japan, and Korea with my sister. Are there any countries that you have always wanted to visit? Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. The biggest challenge in English learning is speaking. I have students who know everything about English grammar, and they have extensive vocabulary in English. They also understand everything that I say, but they just can't speak. They get so tongue-tied. But a good way of practicing speaking and getting rid of those nerves is by using Lingo Panda. Lingo Panda has so many ways to practice your English, from speaking lessons with teachers to AI chats, where you will listen and answer, allowing you to practice listening and responding by chatting with this AI chat.
Hello. What type of coffee would you like to have?
I'll have 1 large macchiato, please.
1 large macchiato coming right up for you today.
Thanks a lot.
Would you prefer whole milk or a non-dairy milk alternative in it?
I would prefer almond milk, please.
I'll substitute the regular milk with almond milk for your macchiato.
Thank you.
That'll be $4.50, please. Would you like to pay now or have me get it ready to go?
I would like to pay now, please.
I'll get that ready for you to enjoy here.
Check out the link in my bio and start practicing speaking in English with Lingo Panda.
Hello. Welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I will talk to you about movies. My favorite movies to watch. I love watching movies in my free time. But I don't like watching movies alone. I prefer to watch movies with my family. Movies make me feel inspired and motivated. My favorite movie is Forrest Gump. Whenever I watch Forrest Gump, I feel inspired and motivated to do anything. Watching movies can also help your English listening by learning new words and hearing everyday conversations. With nonsense, you can improve and expand your vocabulary while watching your favorite movies. Learning this way is much more natural and fun. What is your favorite movie to practice English listening? Do you prefer to watch movies alone or with others? Let me know in the comments. Check out my link in the description below to download Nonsense and improve your English listening skills. Bye. Okay, I have a little secret to share. I recently started taking these natural supplements from Windboss that help me with my anxiety, my sleep, and stress. When my mind won't stop thinking, when my anxiety and energy is all over the place, and when I just can't seem to fall asleep. These 3 supplements, magnesium, ashwagandha, and inositol, these 3 supplements help you with all of those problems, and all in a very natural way. They'll make you feel good, I promise.
Hello. Welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about interviews, job interviews. This is to practice vocabulary for B1 English levels. My experience with job interviews is very vast. I have a variety of skills, and I have had a variety of different jobs. I always keep my resume or CV updated. Any new qualifications or new experience, I always keep it up to date on my CV. Are there any employment positions on your CV right now? I have worked in a few different areas. I have worked in education, translation, transcription, and curriculum creating. How important is your resume to you? How important is it to keep it up to date for your employment positions? I have only ever had part-time jobs. I have never had a full-time job. I like to keep my schedule flexible because I like to travel and I need a flexible schedule to manage different time zones. Do you have a part-time job or a full-time job? Another big part of job interviews are your skills. What are your skills?
Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to tell you about my trip to the elephant sanctuary. I went to Chiang Mai, Thailand, a few days ago. My sister and I booked a trip to Chai Lai Orchid. We stayed at a beautiful garden in a small bungalow. There was even a small cafe where you could eat right next to elephants, and you could feed those elephants bananas. It was the first time I have ever seen elephants so close up. We also got to swim with the elephants and learn about them. The full video with photos and grammar descriptions are on my YouTube channel. Check it out. The link is in my bio. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. I'm so excited to show you something that's going to level up your English. Istoria is collaborating with Oxford University to help you learn English naturally with real, engaging stories, so you can boost your vocabulary, improve your listening, and feel more confident when speaking. No more boring textbooks. With Istoria, you get fun stories at your level, and you can see your progress every day. And there is a new feature, Discuss with Astro, an AI character who
you can discuss with to improve your writing. Ready to make English learning exciting? Click the link in my bio to start reading your first story with Istoria today. Let's do this together.
Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I want to talk to you about my weekend. My weekend was very fun. I went to Mexico City. I went to see a friend in Mexico City. We went to the tianguis. I went to the little markets in Mexico City, and I bought some new earrings. It was a steal, an absolute steal. A steal means a very, very good deal, a good price. Only 100 pesos. Then we went for a walk through the downtown area, and I decided I wanted to buy some new shoes. I was really excited because I have always wanted some new shoes like these. And finally, I was able to afford them. If you can afford something, that means you have enough money or enough time for something.
Okay, imagine you could have a conversation with me, even while I'm asleep. Well, now you can. There's this new AI app called Tellem, and they just added my voice as one of the coaches who you can talk to. So, if you've ever wanted to practice your English, ask questions, or just chat casually, you can now do it with an AI version of me. It sounds like me, and it talks like me. And it's available 24/7. No scheduling, no time zones. Just open the app and start talking. This is perfect for English learners who want more speaking practice. So try it out and let me know what AI Me teaches you. Check my link in bio to try Tellem today. They're giving 25% off for the first 150 users to sign up. Repeat after me. I am confident when I speak English. English words come easily to me. I understand English more and more every day. My English pronunciation is clear and natural. I enjoy learning and speaking English. I am becoming fluent
in English. You are fluent. You are confident. Your English is growing stronger and stronger every day.
Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast. Today, I will talk to you about an interesting topic. My boyfriend. I have been with my boyfriend for 1 year now. We planned to go to New Zealand and travel. He is in New Zealand now, and I will go later. In 2 weeks, I will go. I bought my visa to New Zealand. I bought some presents, some gifts. I bought my plane ticket. It was 21,000 pesos. 21,000. And yesterday, my boyfriend told me he cheated on me. He is with a new girl. He doesn't want me to go to New Zealand anymore. He told me he is having so much fun with all his new friends and his new girlfriend. He doesn't want me to visit him anymore. I paid 21,000 pesos for this ticket. I hope he has fun in New Zealand. I hope he has the best time. And I hope he pays me back my 21,000 pesos.
Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast. I have a new microphone. Today, I want to talk to you about something I saw on the bus the other day. The other day, I saw a little girl on the bus. She was dressed from head to toe in all pink. She was very cute. She was with her mother and her grandfather. But her mom had to leave and go to work. So she left her little girl with her grandfather. She had to give her mom a kiss goodbye and leave with her grandpa. So her mom passed over the daughter to her grandpa, and the little girl just cried and cried because she didn't want to leave her mom. She finally had to say goodbye, and she was carried away by her grandpa. It reminded me of when I was a little girl, and I could sympathize with how she was feeling. And that feeling when your mom is literally your whole entire world. And when you're younger, you can't even imagine a few hours without your mom. So you just miss her all day and you wait until she finally comes home. It made me tear up a little bit on the bus because it reminded me of how much everything changes and how fast we all grow up. Our parents grow up, our grandparents grow up, and we grow up. And before you know it, we are all grown-ups. And we can go days or even weeks without thinking about our moms. I'm sure every mother remembers those moments when we would always cry for them. And sometimes I wish I could go back to those days. To the days where my biggest worry was, when is mom coming home?
Hello, welcome back to my Slow English podcast. This podcast is for intermediate English learners. I will talk today about languages. I speak 2 languages, English and Spanish. When speaking, I feel almost like I have 2 different personalities. One in English and one in Spanish. The distinction between each language is not just the way I speak, but also the volume of my voice. I am much louder in English than I am in Spanish. However, in Spanish, I have much more of an outgoing personality. It's weird how languages can change the way you behave. English is my first language. I speak it with my family and at my work. But when I speak Spanish, I have only ever spoken at school and with my friends. I believe that's why I have a lot more casual vocabulary in Spanish. At least that's why I think I have 2 different personalities in each language. What about you? Do you ever feel like you have 2 completely different personalities in each language? This was a lot faster, but this is a higher level. Just remember. Hello, and welcome back to my Slow English podcast. This podcast is a little bit faster. Practice listening. Today, I want to talk about compulsive buying. We all have so many things. Things that we don't even need, but we think we need. I can sometimes get caught up buying things online that I don't really need. For example, we don't need the newest iPhone. We don't need the most expensive clothing. We evolved to live on this planet with ourselves and our environment. Of course, they are nice things to have. It's very convenient to have these things. But things like smart refrigerators or smart vacuum cleaners, I think that's a bit unnecessary. I always take a minute or two to think about what I'm going to buy. For example, the other day, I was about to buy a Kindle because I thought I want to read more. But then I thought I don't need to spend 2,000 pesos to read more. I just need to read more. I have a lot of books, a lot of PDF books on my phone. So I shouldn't buy a Kindle just because I think it will make me read more. What about you? Being honest. Are you a compulsive buyer? Comment down below. And try not to read the subtitles.